I started this channel with a 100% walkthrough of Into the Breach on hard, but focusing on the achievements and extra challenges that I added, but I never got all the medals, and now that we have unfair difficulty, I was tempted to reboot the walkthrough and start again, but since I'm doing already the 40k runs, we'll cover the 4 island victory medal. If I start a new profile, of course, I need to redo those too. So instead I'm going to continue my original save file, and while on the 40k run I try to play perfectly. I try to find the best logical way as an AI would play, while on this playthrough we'll focus on the 3 island difficulty, which I think is the best one. Not just because it's the middle, but the game seems more balanced towards that. Although the extra leaders on unfair on the 4th island changed that a bit. On hard, the 4th island was often the easiest, if you play perfectly of course, while the 2 island volcano is a bit too tough. So my goal now is to complete the medal in the most fun way possible. And that's the best way of playing from a human perspective, not an AI. So I'm not going to restart, but I want to mention all the interesting things and achievements and lesser known facts. For example, you can fail the tutorial. I showed that the first video, but yeah, humanity is destroyed, the Vec threat is unstoppable, and Ralph here will answer, open a breach. Time to go back and try again. Quoting Shakespeare once more, onto the breach. There are so many things I want to check, but I haven't had the time focusing on the new squads and the 40k unfair difficulty. I don't have much room to experiment. Now I just finished the Mist Eaters run, and you see that yeah, I went over 8 hours again, but mostly because I didn't know what to put in the secondary weapon. I didn't make the best decision, but we barely made it anyway. So this is the combat simulation that usually in XCOM is disabled on the highest difficulty, unfair, well, impossible or legend. And yeah, you can fail this mission, which is, well, you get enemy attacks, combat mech, move your mech here and punch this enemy. But then I wonder if it's still done. So yeah, you don't usually get 7 turns. What we can do is completely ignore them. I'm waiting for the third mech. Yeah, artillery. Yeah, that's what there's still a bug here. Oh, I forgot. Yes, there's a. Not only they end up on the same spot, the only time in the whole game that you see that, but also when you move both of them, the first one you move gets the new tile. So I can move him twice. So of course that's an exploit you never see, because you can never put your mech on top of each other. But yeah, completed mission. Now we have the thing, bonus objective. Completing this will earn you additional resources. Kill all enemies before they retreat. Yes. Instead I'm going to, since it's a simulation, I'm very well aware that it's a simulation, so I'm not going to play it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The only way you can destroy all the buildings without game over, so this would be a game over, of course. Anyway, now you finish the tutorial without getting the bonus objective, which, oh, they changed that. Okay, so when I didn't do this before the update, this didn't appear, and I wasn't able to. Yeah, of course the power grid now is back. And I wasn't able to get the perfect island even though I got all the objectives. So they changed that, and so the first objective is always granted. I wonder if they saw my video. I hope not. Anyway, back here, and what I want to test is what happens, what if unfair was available from the beginning. So everything old but on unfair. So I'm going to compare the old hard mission with just Ralph, and yeah, I'm going to do it in order, but there's exploding mech that's yeah, much easier, the old missions, but I don't think the medals will matter which things I choose. Anyway, I want to make every run interesting, so this time I'm going to see what happened with the old game unfair difficulty. Destroy the dam, take less than 3 great damage. Yeah. So usually you start on hard, you start with 3 Vec and maybe 1 Alpha Vec, 1 or 2 Alpha, but yeah, now we got 5. I didn't realize there was such a big difference because when I started with the bomber mechs were very good, and being very good meant that I just I was able to deal with. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that's very annoying. So yeah, that's a more relaxed run. I will take some damage, of course, but the problem is that I'm double webbed and stuck. So with starting with Ralph and no one else, I'm not able to get to that in time to drown everything. So yeah, we are already in trouble. And yeah, I want to be playing perfectly. This is just since the 40k missions take too long to play, I'm just going to play like this. Play more relaxed, I guess. Oh. Well. Guess I can avoid damage, but yeah, that's a problem. At least I get rid of one. And yeah, it's not going to block. But yeah, you can already see it was a great time to hit the dam, but we were stuck. So that will happen a lot on unfair. That's what I noticed. There was a big difference. Also, yeah, there are no more spawns because there are too many Vec on the ground. You get one now. But yeah, the first thing I noticed actually was the absence of spawn. Then I went back to see how hard it was, and I realized that, yeah, we started with 3 Vec, not 5. So I guess that's the name, unfair. But I'm not going to worry too much about perfection. The problem is that can I even get to the dam now with all this webbing? So now Camilla, I wish they could let you choose the pilot after you see the enemies, because now Camilla is not very helpful usually, but this time with all this webbing, yes, it would be very good. But yeah, I don't think I can. I think I can destroy the dam yet. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much, as I keep worrying too much. I say as I keep worrying too much. Yeah, this one is dead. So can I even do anything? I don't think so. Maybe. No. Yeah, I don't think I could have done anything like that. So, yeah. Don't have anything. Nothing to do. And I guess can get some extra damage. Oh well. Oh. I didn't see that. Well, knew my timeline would be the last. Yeah. Okay, so this is unfair now. Yeah. I think I need to restart. Yeah. So I think, as cool as Ralph is, I don't think it's a good idea. So if I started on unfair, blind, I guess, wouldn't have gone too far. But last time I mentioned that the androids were made in Pinnacle, but that was not actually true, even though the technology probably was. But technically, Ghana was a construction worker from Archive. Silica was a terraformer, so has a relationship with RST, but still made in Pinnacle. Archie, he was the human carrier on Pinnacle, of course, while Prospero was actually a disposal overseer on Detritus, and then he moved back to Archive after getting damaged, and he became a gardener. So that's his origin story. So technically these two were living on Archive, and yeah, the hidden bios in the game files explain the lore about the pilots. It's written by Chris Avellone, so a famous RPG writer, and he added too much detail that never got used into game. For example, that Prospero does not like to go to Detritus, but of course the writer did not know how the gameplay would turn out, I guess. So yeah, that was the guidelines that they added in the game files. Technically Archie was the only one living in Pinnacle, and Silica came from Pinnacle. But of course the android technology was more of a Pinnacle thing. Anyway, Henrik 1, please. Let's try this again. So that's what I want to do, a more casual run that you can see. I don't want to give the wrong impression that it's very easy. Another timeline, another opportunity for Henrik 1 to shine. Unfortunately, Henrik 1 will not shut up. But also, yeah, the Ralph has very generic dialogue, is the first one. I didn't look at the other missions, but can we defend the tanks? Let's try. Artillery support is actually very helpful. So this is a bad corner. So if the enemies, well, in this case we have a free tile to push the leaper into, I guess, if we need. And also, yeah, only these two can web. Should I just go here? Probably. No, he cannot get. Okay, he cannot get to me if I stand here. Cannot web me, so it's better. So this is a tricky corner, and if there are two Vec here, you cannot push both away. But yeah, that's unfair. So I mean, that's the unfair difficulty. I think that the playing casually will not be very easy. We need to take care of this one. We can do this, I think. Yes, add fire. But will we be able to push this away? Not really. Will I be forced to do this? Yes. So I wanted to add fire over there, but I think... And that's... I'm going to talk a lot about the 4-tile displacement of this weapon on the Mist Eater, because they cannot push. But I think it will take so long to upload that I'm going to do that. I'm going to upload that later. So that's another reason I wanted to do these missions. I wanted to do these simpler things, hopefully without editing. And also, yeah, to show you typical gameplay, not extreme stuff. Unfortunately, I cannot reach... Yes, can do this, but another thing that Unfair taught me is that you don't want to kill everything. So now I realize that we only got, since we got only 3 Vec at the start on hard, I could just play without worrying. But now that we are on Unfair, we will get a lot of spawns. So we usually get 3 starter, 2 spawns, then 3, 3, 2, something like that. And now instead the Unfair difficulty wants to add max reach the Vec cap, which is 6, so you can see there are 3 spawns because there are 3 Vec on the field, to reach always 6. And but yeah, we have this, so if we are not webbed, also another reason, last run was the reason that usually you think Into the Breach is based on luck, because well, that's technically true. There are some very bad situation, you cannot do much. I could have done something better. Camila Eric 1 would have saved at least one pile. Can you reach? No. I guess I need to take care of that like this. This one first. Yeah, I want to try to play faster because I'm getting rusty because I'm not playing too much with all that careful thinking and planning, the 40k rounds and all the editing. I'm not playing too much, but now the tanks are active, so the mission becomes just very easy. You can come up here, you can push this down. Didn't even read yet the invigorating spore. Easy. Of course they have only 1 HP, so we cannot use them to block, but can you block? No. Well, you can... You can block. This is my job, but it's done, okay? And... yeah, actually, do I want to block? I think I can let to... I can let to... Oops. Should have done that first to add some... Oh, I could have added some fire, so the Vec will not come here. And yeah, another reason it took longer than usual because there's some work done in the neighborhood, so I think oh, you didn't die because of this. So I think yeah, I hope you don't hear noise outside. Yeah, I try to edit it out on the 40k rounds. But of course, if I start editing this, then I'll get the same problem. It take 1 week just to edit a simple 3 island run. And now we have the choice. We have this. We cannot know which one is the best one. Block Vec spawning. I needed archery for that. Also air support. So let's do artillery. Easy one. Archive has all the help in the world, but also I want to keep him here, but then it will get webbed. So if I like for him to come here, but I wonder if it's best to swap these two, because if he can come here, if he comes here, I can push him, right? Maybe it's best to keep it like this. So even if the leapers come up here, I can still do something, I guess. Oh, also, yeah, we have the artillery behind, so if they come here, that's actually very good, but they didn't. Yeah. Since we have so many Vec, the deployment phase became extremely important. That's why I started to take... I did cut it before on hard, because I thought it was a waste of time, but then on unfair I realized it's extremely important. Also, can I... Yeah, unfortunately I don't... There are too many Vecs, so I don't have much room to spare. I could do this. It's a bit of waste of HP though. I can... yeah, the artillery of course cannot attack the closest tile. Can I actually kill this one? Yes, if I stand on fire, punch this way, I will be able to kill. Don't think it's worth it. So I think you can come up here. Then I could kill it too, like that. This works too, actually. So I'm getting rusty, and I want to learn to go back to try to play faster because it's more fun. Like the developers of XCOM, of the XCOM reboot, mentioned that on XCOM 2 they wanted to play faster because the optimal way of playing enemy unknown, of course, was to just stand in a corner, well, go to the border of the map and slowly inch forward. Yes, I don't think I want to repair everything. I just do this. When we are close, so the first turn is crucial. When we are close to the spawn, then the vacuum, and they just start targeting us. Not in this case, but often they start targeting us. Yeah, now some extra HP wouldn't be too bad, actually. Yeah, I cannot reach this one unless I push it, but is it going to work? Can I even... yeah, I cannot target this tile. So I guess... I'm not sure if it's the best move. Yeah, I should have counted before moving, but again, trying to play faster. Yeah, he's on fire, so you only need one more damage. So let's do... wait, can you... no. I can do this, but I guess... I can do this and then push this one away, make him block. Yeah. We're getting some good XP. Another reason Archive is good, you have extra help eating the enemies. Yeah, I was talking about XCOM, they added many limits to the turn order. It's very tough to try to talk while playing, but that's why I trained so much. I've been training for a bit, I think a little less than 2 years, and they managed to do that on XCOM by... well, I don't need to kill everything. Who needs more XP? Well, who can get the level up? On XCOM they did that by adding a limited number of turns that you need to do the objective, and of course the stealth, you start every mission in stealth. So they tried to make the gameplay faster because they realized that it was more fun. Also, if I do this, I cannot reach the other one. So yeah, it seems that there's a cap on 9 stars. Okay, 7 enemies usually is not too great, but Protect the Clinic is easy, and Tidal Waves is very easy if yeah, you want to make the Vec come up here. Also, I never needed to use Henry Kwan once, I think. Okay, this is a bit annoying. The Leapers are much worse than the Scorpions. Not as bad as a Moss, of course. But yeah, very nostalgic to not see a Moth around now. Do you try to target 2 tiles? No. So is this even the best option? Yeah, the problem is that if I'm webbed, they cannot move away. So guess this is better? I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, on hard I started putting my Vec right this and right here to get closer to the Vec, and everything went out great. Okay, so we got webbed and the pod is in the tidal waves. So that's the most unlucky thing actually now. The RNG is more on the time pods, because yeah, I wish we knew where they land, because now, well, I can still do it. Sometimes they're in a very bad spot. For example, I would plan to have a Vec attack me here, and then the time pod was here, and then the Vec would occupy the tile. Okay, so this is not a good situation. Not a good situation at all. Of course, I can just move away, but... Okay, this one is fine. Yeah, the problem is that if I want to hit this one, I take 3 damage, so I'm dead. The only way out... Oh, I cannot punch him. Huh. Can I even do this? I guess I need to give up. Okay, no, I can do it. Wait. Yes, I forgot that I can move. This, I thought the leopard was blocking me, but of course I can move through my own. Okay, so now we should be fine. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I can only... Yeah, there's again a cross pattern. But... yeah, I just need to get the bump over here, I guess. So that's a bit of a waste. A very big waste, but hopefully we survive. So the best tactic on unfair, since the game will max out spawn anyway, so even on hard and normal, if there are fewer Vec on the field, you get more spawns. If you reach the 6 Vec up, then they will reduce and then the spawns go to 0. The closer you are to 6, the fewer spawns. So again, 3, 6 exactly. On unfair, always maxed out. So there's no point in killing everything. Luckily, yeah, the tidal wave is going to help a lot. No point in killing everything and then get new fresh Vec emerging. So it's much better to keep them alive with 1 HP. Also, I cannot reach this spot. This would die, but I guess should be fine. Yeah, I'm not going to make him block. Oh, yes. Wait. Oh, okay. Now we use the Herrick one because they would be stuck otherwise. So I think I want to... Okay, if I had more HP, I could take this. What? Yeah, I think I want to push this. Oh, that was dumb. I wanted to hit the Psion, but cannot do that. This I can take care of that. Yeah, I cannot hit the Psion if I push it away. So that's why I took so much time thinking about all the options, because now that I don't have the reset turn anymore, not much I can do. And we are good. Yes, so I shouldn't have blocked. I didn't even read that. That's why, yeah. I want to focus on talking more than playing. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I shouldn't have blocked because we couldn't do that. Now, what I meant to say is that, yeah, I could do this for days. What I meant to say that if I don't focus on the perfection, I can say more interesting things, I guess. Depending, well, oh, okay, lately I've been getting silica every run, I think. So, great, so this is the worst. The old, got old for pilot skills. And this is the useless one, and the good one went to him. Great. So what do I need to want? What should I could add more movement with this, but I think building Simeon is the only one with one power core. So reactor core, I still keep calling them power, but reactor core, this is the only one with one. So I guess the developers wanted us to use that. Yes, unfortunately, I guess we want to get to train Silica as soon as possible. Of course, Silica is useless on the first island, and that's where it's all started. I started doing Arachnophiles run with Silica because I wanted to test him, And of course, I kept losing on the first island. Then when I swapped to Ghana instead, but also Prospero, but I gave up on Prospero very soon because I wanted to try Ghana, a new strategy, I guess. And yeah, Silica, I got Silica anyway later, so all the effort for nothing. Take less than 3 crit damage, so the block of exponing on unfair is actually very unfair, so not recommended. Also, wait, now we have plus mech reactor, so maybe dashing is more helpful instead. So if I do this, no, I still want, let's skip it. Let's wait for a second. Yeah, I like to keep one reactor core in reserve since this is a very easy mission. And yeah, even if you don't get a perfect island, it's fine. Yeah, we got the mines, so even easier mission. Oh, another thing I didn't mention on this time on the bomber mechs, I didn't know the time, but there was an easy exploit that was fixed with the bomber mechs, and I'm in trouble, I think. Well, at least this one has a good probability of getting blown up. Okay, so if we got the Psion, exploding Psion with the mines, I wonder if they have, there are some bad combination that have been, yeah, are not allowed in the game. Should I? Yes. Let's try. So hopefully the Leaper gets destroyed. But there are some unfortunate combination. Oh, that's good too. That are not allowed in the code, and yeah, I think they fixed that. There was, for example, the Plasmodia. Also, I think the advanced edition added a bug that allowed. Usually, you cannot have Spider and Blobber. So you could get Spider and Blobber or Spider and Plasmodia, so a lot of units on the field. 6 Vec, but then extra minions, I guess. Yeah, and that's been fixed. But this is very bad. So 4 in a line, no one got blown up. But I got buildings immune, so I can do this. That's very good, but will it be enough? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Yes. Wait. Let's try. Yes, the first turn is always the hardest. Unluckily, the Leaper did not jump. The Vec do not know about the mines. Also, yeah, you know that you can undo. So if you are angry, scanning falling cannon mech, which is useful of sources. So yeah, if you are angry with Henry, you can still make him die over and over. Yeah, and that would get the achievement with the bomber mechs, and they fixed that. But on release, yeah, there were some exploits, some bugs. They've not been fixed for a while. I guess they're on holiday, but they will keep fixing later. No, we cannot do that because, yeah, we're going to take damage. Wait, what are you attacking? Okay, so if I had Henrik 1 over here, no, I needed both of them over here. Yeah, I could have used this one. The problem with the Mist Eaters, they don't have ways of dealing with more than 2 Vec at once. This is a very good weapon if the Vec are in a cross pattern. If they are not, that's not as helpful. Well, I also needed to free him from the webbing. So if I attacked this style... Yeah. Okay, so you can see that Henrik 1 is very helpful to reach this spot, but since all the Vec are attacking a building, the only way to... And this is a single target, so the only way to fix that was to push this guy back, so it would hit... And luckily, yeah, if it wasn't an alpha, it wouldn't kill. So this we can fix, I think. System resetting. Yeah, maybe not. So yeah, this takes care of the webbing anyway, but not of this one. Oh, but puts him in the right spot, so that's why. Yeah, the Mist Eater have a smoke, a mech on the range one, which also can deal with multiple targets, only if they are in a situation like this, exactly like this. But everything else cannot. Okay, so this should be right. Yes. And then I can do this. And we are safe. But yeah. Also, yeah, you can destroy the mines by hitting them, but you cannot do that on a projectile, on only artillery. You can target an empty tile, I guess. Yeah, I cannot. I wanted to kill him, but I cannot because I need him. I just get close to here, so probably some Vec will come up. Okay, so that was close, but this probably wouldn't have happened. So putting yourself in tough situations and finding a way out is much more fun than calculating everything. And now, who needs the XP? 3 turns. Oh, that's a lot. Many Vec. So I should actually keep him alive. If I could hit this tile, push him back, keep him alive and block him. Well, how much damage can I do? Only 2. So level up. Why? 2 grid defense. Should I block or deal 2 damage to him? Well, they will emerge anyway, so I guess at this point. Oh well. But yeah, playing perfectly sometimes it's boring. Can I? Well, this would kill. 2 turns. Yeah, so that's why building immune is extremely important. But can you reach 1, 2, 3? No, needed 1 more. I needed 1 more, so I cannot do the cool kill over here. I need to do this instead, I guess. Yeah. Well, technically I don't have to... Wait. So if I kill this one, but it's just 2 HP, so if something emerges with full HP, it's better to keep him here. And yes, I could use later the cannon mech to bump. Don't think I need to. Also, yeah, I could kill it like this. But yeah, you can keep blocking. You can just body block the back, I guess. Oh. Should I? Well, he's full HP, so I guess anything that emerges won't be... I will never get tired of seeing that. Yeah, it's not too bad. So the ideal way of playing that I learned on Unfair... Great. Perfect. Yeah, not why I sounded sarcastic. No, that's perfect. I want Silica to get all the XP in the world. So can I even... Oh, and now I start trying to get the perfect to hit everything. But yes, I could kill everything. This one has 1 more HP, I guess. But yeah, I got grid defense, both of them. Oh well. So yeah, it's very satisfying to kill everything. Deep Six that back. Yona likes movies. Zoltan use space in the region it was preserved will be moving away. Yeah. Okay, and now that we get to the leader, let's see how the map is. So the map is not too bad actually. All the buildings are in the back. The problem is the webbing, we get webbed a lot. So where should I put this reactor core? Maybe dashing could be helpful, or just one extra move, I guess. Yeah, one extra move can make all the difference. So I'm keeping buildings immune just in case. And let's do it. We take this. Well, you need to be very careful not to do this with the cross pattern, because yeah, that would be... So yeah, mistakes in the... It seems a very easy turn. Of course, you just deploy where you want. Instead, no. That's extremely punishing. So if I deployed like this, only him could do something helpful. So I guess you could not get webbed in this case. Maybe I'll test that another time. So we want to get closer to the Vec, so they prioritize. The Vec had the same chance of attacking us and the buildings, but if a special Vec like this sees two options like that, or three options, three possible ties, he will always go here. Always prefer that. Okay, we can use him. If you push him twice, we could use him to damage. But yeah, here we are in a very good spot. So, yeah, they attacked me. I just need to take care of him. Unfortunately, yeah, extra HP could have allowed me to body block him. What I can do instead is this. Not extremely helpful, but it's something, I guess. If you 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, even with dashing, it couldn't have reached here to punch, and has too much HP. So yeah, I don't want to. Wait. Okay, turn order is favorable because I almost forgot that this one can attack. Instead, yeah, turn order is critical. So now I can kill this one, but I don't want to because it's not alpha Vec. So it's better to leave it like here. Right there. And now we get some damage, I think, on the leader. So the first island, the toughest part is killing the leader. Usually you can, well, not usually, if you are lucky, you can use the leader to kill other stuff, but rarely you can use other stuff to kill the leader. Yes, it all depends on the Vec. So if the Vec did more damage, it would actually help us, not the Vec, because there are always two buildings. Actually, very rarely you can see three buildings, but not sure if that was a bug, because they were meant to be. You can see there's space for 4 buildings, and you can still see that somewhere. Yes, here. So you can see that on the tooltips. There are 4 buildings, but these will never appear in the game. Always only on the prototype. I guess you can double this. If you double grid defense, double the buildings, it means that the game becomes much more punishing, because one hit from him will deal 3 instead. Yeah, if you divide by 2 is 1.5, so technically no, it's not more punishing, but it's more punishing for if there were more 4 damage back. Anyway, this is not what I wanted to see. So I need to push him, and I cannot reach this spot, so this is the only place I can go, I think. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot use him much. Yeah, I cannot do this because I could kill, but... Okay, so maybe I cannot do this actually. Yeah. So Eric 1 is here, instead they should be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, with Eric 1 here I could have at least sacrificed him. But the webbing, yeah, made it impossible, I think. Because if I push this down... Oh, again, 3 damage, that's perfect. That's really perfect. So yeah, this is where luck is involved. If the turn order was different, I would take 1 damage. There's nothing else I can do, I think. Do I want... I cannot even hit because it will kill something. I cannot hit here because I will die. Yeah, that's a very unfortunate position. Yeah, cannot do anything. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. But it's not the end of the war if you cannot do that. We're losing to these things again because we don't have enough firepower. But yeah, this could, I was really hoping you would come here instead. Yeah, this is very bad because you cannot push. And I'm stuck. So I think I should sacrifice Yona to get the kill. Oh, we still have 1 more turn. No. Yeah, I cannot get rid of him. So... yeah, I cannot do this. Well, extra HP and also... it is not enough. Scion is in the way, it won't matter much. Yeah, this one will kill anyway. So I don't think I can get out of this situation. If we had a dash, no, wouldn't be enough anyway. Yeah, this would be very helpful, but the leaper will kill, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can give up 1 building and keep... Yeah, so now Camilla here would be very helpful. No, it won't be enough. This one deals 3 damage too, so... He's dead. Nothing we can do. But yeah, the pilots are ready to die, so... The game knows that. And once one of the core design things was to sacrifice the pilot to get some interesting stories by getting getting your own story, I guess. Making your own story as you go. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. But oh, also, of course, if you see a better solution, you are very welcome to let me know, because I'm always learning, and I cannot get him. That's so unfortunate. I was so close. I was so close to... yeah, without the webbing, was so close to a perfect island. Instead, this I 1 HP. I cannot reach him. So yeah, pushing was a bit too risky. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if I could have done a better move, but probably. So yeah, that's unfair. So 1, 2, 3. So if I do this and let this one kill, I will be in trouble for the first time ever since playing to the breach. So I could do this, but then I need to decide between, yeah, letting 1 pilot die. Oh, I cannot even move, so well. So what do I want to do? Feels like we're stripping time gears. Yeah. So I need to lose silica. Losing silica is not great. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Silica is dead. Nothing I can do. Yeah. Damn it, Silica, I ordered you not to die. That was unfortunate. But I guess now unfair is truly challenging. Wait. Was it supposed to be double damage? Well, since I made only perfect runs so far, wasn't this supposed to do double damage on unfair? Am I playing on unfair? Yes. Maybe it's the base content? I thought that since we got the double here, you could get double damage. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, lost the maximum score, but not the perfect reward. We don't need... our range is good enough. So Sika goes away, Prospero comes up. I think makes more sense here. Okay, what can we get? Yeah, I don't like that they limited the shop, but I guess makes harder to start with some squads, the weakest squad. Shock cannon to projectile, hit 2 ties, push in the opposite direction. Prime spear is actually good because it deals covers two ties, actually 3. Acid tip and extra range, so we can deal with more targets. But of course I don't want to waste all the money. Expensive upgrade. Shock cannon, much better. Also, yeah, I don't know why I don't want to sell. I want to keep the basic weapons in my perfect runs, perfect max score runs. But I think now I can just replace it if it's better. So this is just cheaper, but it starts... no, it starts with 1 damage. So yeah, this is better almost in every case. Unfortunately, yes, if there's no target, you cannot decide to push, you always pull. So that's not ideal. So yeah, we have 4. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I need to decide one of them. Well, this one can pull, this one can just do damage, so maybe this one is better. I don't want to spend half an hour like I did with the Mist Eaters, so just going with this for the pulling and 2 cores. Then I can get him here and this one. So 2 cores, I get dash and 2 damage here is better. Oh, I don't have buildings immune anymore. Oh. That's unfortunate, I need to prioritize that. So let's go to check what we have. We have a blobber now. Hornets, spider. Bot leader, that would be an interesting one. I'm going to skip this. Future Leonardo here. I'm going to pause because RST was a mess and my dream of making a video without editing is further and further away. But I need to change the mindset and start taking damage on the first turn to get to a better position later on. But yeah, webbing was horrible. We have some easy missions and then final boss in close quarters, so I should have blocked the Scorpion from the beginning, so he could never gotten close to the buildings. Yes, it was a positional mistake in the end. Didn't think too much. This is definitely the way the game is meant to be played. Not thinking for 20 minutes to get the perfect move every turn. But I'm going to do both. Anyway, I'm back to the new profile because there's one thing I wanted to mention. Here, the price for many squads has been lowered. This was 3, this was 5, 5, 6 and 6. So that's why I got the 10 extra coins at the beginning of the advanced edition, having lowered the cost of everything aside from the secret squad, which I never recommended. 25 coins, there's a reason for that. Need to unlock the other stuff first. So they lowered everything, which means much easier to unlock new squad, test new things, and also you don't need to do all the achievements anymore. So before you needed all the coins to unlock the secret squad, instead the same price. So the secret squad 25 means that you will end up with 5 extra coins. But also we take a look at the challenge runs that I already did on hard. Let's see if we can do it on unfair. But for now, I think I showed you why they didn't release the 4th difficulty in 2018. Of course, the new squads are much better, at least the bomber mechs are much better suited to that. But the bomber mech made me think that unfair was much easier, much closer to hard, but instead no, they were just a great squad. I haven't had a good time with the Mist Eaters, but that will be after I finish this 3-island run with the Rift Walkers on unfair, with everything else as if it was 2018. For now, thank you very much for watching. Take care.